Thanks for joining me to learn about the next puzzle piece, which is the requirements of training your staff, as well as the annual training requirements to participate in the CACFP. First, every new employee must be trained on their CACFP duty before they ever do that duty, and you can use our videos to train your staff. Next, you must document that your employees have been trained, and one key staff member a year must be trained by FP assistants on all required topics. The other thing is that every new employee must be trained on civil rights prior to doing any CACFP duty. Every staff member must also be trained on both the CACFP and their civil rights information annually. And finally, every new site must complete civil rights training before they ever start with the CACFP. So there are 3 levels of training. They are the teacher or basic training, the cook training, and finally management training. So let's talk about the teacher or basic training first. These employees perform the key activities of attendance and meal counting and meal service. These employees will receive and sign in for the training that includes the following topics: civil rights, program meal patterns, serving sizes for all age groups, creditable foods, meal service styles, accommodating special needs diets, point of service meal counts, and finally, attendance counts. The next level of training is the cook training. These employees perform the key activities of the teacher or basic training, as well as meal preparation, meal production records, and procurement. These employees will receive and sign in for the training that includes the basic level topics, as well as the following topics: menu planning, meal production records, milk audits, necessary receipts, and record retention. And the last level of training is management training. These employees perform the key activities of the teacher and the cook, as well as budgeting, enrollment, family income forms, claims, and training. These employees will receive and sign in for the training that includes the basic level and cook level topics, as well as the following topics: enrollment forms, family income forms, claiming, non-compliance procedures and adverse action, payment schedules, receipts and invoices, pay stubs and time distribution reports, annual training requirements, and also monitoring review requirements. So how do you train your site staff? Well, site management that has completed the annual training is then required to administer the annual training to their site staff for the topics listed on the training log. The site management trainer may use any materials provided by FP assistants or Texas Department of Agriculture to complete the training topics. After all topics have been covered for the teacher section, then those employees that were trained on those topics will enter their name, signature, title, and date of training on the training log. When the site management completes the training for additional cook topics, then those employees will enter their name, signature, title, and date of training on the cook training log section. All employees must be trained on civil rights before they conduct any food program duty. Civil rights training must also be part of your new hire packet. And all employees must go through the civil rights training every year. We will ask you to do this every October, so you don't forget. There's a link that can be found at www.fpassistance.org under Center Support Civil Rights Training. You can go there to find the civil rights booklet or also a video. And by the way, doing this training, it counts as 1 hour of training for licensing purposes. And finally, you must also display the And Justice for All poster and the Building for the Future brochure for civil rights purposes. Well, that does it for training. Join me in the next video as we talk about monitoring review requirements.